Be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who wait for the Lord. Psalm 31:24. Now, these words were written by King David, and so even the good King David apparently had bad days. It was written by him in a time of struggle. It seemed to him that nothing was working out as he hoped it would. And so he needs a Philip, a reminder. So he reminds himself and all of us of this truth. Be strong, be courageous, trust in God and in God's vision of shalom, of reconciliation, of justice, and live that vision every day. You see, life is about being strong and courageous and trusting. It takes a brave person to honestly engage with the paradoxes and questions of life. You see, human beings are a confusing lot at the best of times. We are capable of immense creativity and beauty and love, and also of cruelty and meanness. We are a mixed bag of all sorts of strengths, of weaknesses, of self-centeredness, of meanness, and of altruism. It is this mixed nature which is reflected in how we treat ourselves, each other, and indeed creation itself. And in the midst of all of this, to be strong, brave, and trust in God's shalom, that's an act of revolutionary hope. Now, as we journey through these COVID days, we have needed to be strong, courageous, and trusting. It has been a challenging 2 years, hasn't it? We have seen human nature in all of its complexity. And when we call to mind all the other events of these past 2 years, we really have needed a vision of shalom to guide us and for us to trust in. Now, I suppose the question is, in what do we trust? Do we trust in God's shalom, for example, to get us through this life because we know the world to come is even better than this one? Do we trust in God to get us through this life so that we will make the world a better place for future generations, for our children and our grandchildren? Or do we trust in God and in God's vision of shalom to change the world around us, even as we live within it? To keep our courage and strength and our trust, that's about all three. It's about knowing that nothing will overcome God's way of justice and righteousness for all. Look at it this way. Pontius Pilate, he had the position, but Jesus, God in Jesus, had the power. George Wallace had the position, but Rosa Parks, she had the power. The National Party had the position, but Nelson Mandela, he had the power. And others might have positions in our world today. But we who trust in God's vision, we have the power. Manger, cross, and empty tomb, those are witness and sign. So we can trust in the final fulfillment. We can serve and love to make the world a better place for future generations. And we can serve and love that it be more just today. As we live in this world today, know that you have the power. In all the complexities and paradoxes of life, choose in whom and in whose guiding principle you will serve. Know that you too have the power, regardless of what those in positions tell you. Be strong today. Be courageous and trust in God's justice and righteousness, love, peace, mercy. For this is for you, and this is for all. God bless you.